So this afternoon, Minneapolis Jacob Frey officially filed a challenge against the results of the DFL convention, his own party's convention this weekend. This came after the delegates chose State Senator Omar Fateh for their party's endorsement in the race for mayor. So that smells kind of politically funny. Danny's taking a look at it.
At the Minneapolis DFL convention at Target Center on Saturday, delegates endorsed State Senator Omar Fateh for mayor in November. He is also endorsed by the Twin Cities Democratic Socialists of America. Since launching his campaign last year, Fateh has advocated for more progressive policies, such as rent stabilization and increasing the minimum wage.
For working people, it's getting harder and harder to build their lives here in Minneapolis.
On the heels of Democratic Socialist Zohran Mamdani's primary win in New York City, Fateh's endorsement in Minneapolis has made national headlines. In the absence of a primary here, the endorsement provides crucial support for Fateh, but doesn't mean he will automatically beat Mayor Jacob Frey, who is running for a third term.
That kind of experience matters.
Saying the election should be decided by our entire city and not by a handful of delegates, Frey is pushing forward to November. But in an appeal to the state party asking for an expedited review of Fateh's endorsement, Frey's campaign claims hundreds of votes were missing or uncounted in mayoral balloting at the convention on Saturday because of flaws in a new electronic voting system used by delegates.
I have never witnessed anything as poorly run.
Mike Erlandson, a delegate and former state party chair who supports Frey, filed his own appeal on similar grounds.
This damages every single DFL endorsement that's ever been offered. It damages endorsements going forward if, in fact, this situation is not correctly reversed.
In a statement, party officials in the city said the Minneapolis DFL stands by our endorsement process. All campaigns were fully involved in the planning process in the months leading up to the convention and all convention day decisions, including observing all ballot tabulations.
We did not have a chance, however, to speak with the candidates themselves today. Fateh's campaign did not respond to a request for an interview. Meanwhile, Mayor Frey left a Stone Arch Bridge reopening event this afternoon without taking questions from the press, although we should note his wife is due today with their second child. Jan.
Well, that makes sense. But are you getting do you feel like it's a pure complaint about the process or sour grapes? What's your gut telling you?
It'll be very interesting to see what the state DFL looks at in terms of they're independent from the city branch, but they have the adjudication oversight process where they're going to settle the dispute. So the state party's going to have to look at this. The mayor's campaign basically says there were all these ballots they feel were not counted by the electronic system, counted correctly at least. It's going to be the state's job, the state party's job to take a look at all that.
That'll be an interesting report. Thanks so much, Danny.